Welcome to the Football Friends podcast. My name is Gage. I'm joined here by Paddy and Ash.
I think that was his best one.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think it's getting worse.
Well, I don't know. It's just getting...
It's getting on. Speaking of getting on, let's go.
Let's get on to it. All right. So we've had
the
the Champions League. Well, we've had the conclusion of the round of 16 and
Of the quarterfinals.
quarterfinals. Yes, and some very spicy matches.
The best round of the best season of the Champions League so far.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. We've had a number of upsets, and where do you want to start?
Well, why not Madrid, Chelsea?
Yeah, okay. So, well, we talked about it last time. You know, Benzema scored his hat trick. He became the oldest Champions League hat trick scorer again because he was older than the last time he did it.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Funnily enough.
cool. Yeah,
Dude.
and then coming into this game,
Coming to this game,
She was even older.
but he didn't score a hat trick. Coming to this game, Madrid led 3-1.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's very many football fans, even optimistic Chelsea fans, who would have said, yeah, we're gonna win the tie. And I know they didn't, but they did lead at one point.
Somehow they go to Madrid and score 3 unanswered goals, the thing is,
3.5.
I suppose because it is only technically like a 1-goal lead, that you don't give up when you get 3 goals banged on you in a row in a game like this. Because they definitely did not give up.
Well, that's the thing. Chelsea scored their 3rd goal and seemed to...
Think it was... They won it. It was done.
I don't think that they thought that, but something about their mentality gave them that. And that might have been subconscious, but they obviously didn't give what they were giving before the 3 goals. Mount's goal was incredible, and he showed great class throughout the game. Even Marcos Alonso's disallowed goal just keeps going and going and going, and eventually,
what a finish! Amazing.
What do we think of that? Did you see it, Ash? Because we just looked at it. So he shoots, and then the ball hits the defender. I think it's Carvajal. Hits the ground, comes up, and sort of taps the side of Alonso's arm, which is in against his body.
But it's ricocheted up into him. Yeah.
So the word of the rule is I don't know it exactly, but it's roughly, if the arm makes contact with the ball in the build-up for a goal, the goal must be disallowed regardless of intention or placement or anything. So, for the letter of the law, it's not a goal. But do I feel like it's fair? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to see better footage, I guess. It's kind of hard to... It was very unclear to me still. It's, it's sort of vague. And his arm's about as beside his body as it can be, almost. So
yeah.
But, I don't know. On another day, it might have just gone. They wouldn't have even bothered to look, but...
Well, yeah. In terms of, was the rule carried out correctly? Yes, it was.
But then obviously the ref was just like, but no, the script says you're only allowed to score 3 because Real Madrid are going to score 2.
Well, that would have been their 3rd one.
Oh, so yeah.
So it wouldn't have. That means they would have had to disallow Timo.
They were still planning for the next one as well. So
yeah, right. Okay, the script was in for Timo Werner. That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Timo Werner, what a goal!
Finally.
I mean, he's finally hit some form. Right in time for Chelsea to not need him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it must be something pretty bad with Lukaku when, Timo Werner is taking your place and scoring goals.
Oh, yeah.
Because it took him, you play a striker, maybe you give him 3 games and he doesn't score, you swap him out. But, Timo's had...
Season and a half.
Yeah. But they're like, still have him over Lukaku. So
it's like, he's not going to score.
I don't know, unless Lukaku has an injury that I don't know of, but I don't know.
It's called being shit.
Yeah. I wish that was true. I feel like he's better than that, though.
He's not, though.
What about in Italy? What about for Inter?
He's not in Italy.
This ain't Inter, baby.
You're not in Milan anymore, Dr. Lukaku.
I ain't into you no more.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, which of course brings us to the best pass of not only the Champions League but the season and maybe of football with Luka Modric's beautiful assist.
For who else?
Rodrigo.
But yeah.
Little what do we decide to call him? Rodrigos, because is he Goes? Is it Goes or Goes? Yeah, the part of the foot that he kicked that with. I don't think I've got one of those. Like I don't think there's a part of my foot that he's got that I don't have.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't. How do you do that?
Yeah. I know. It's amazing.
He's a beautiful footballer. I love him. And then of course, our man.
Yeah.
Kareem the Dream.
This is really just what I wanted to get to the whole time.
This is a Kareem Benzema podcast from now on.
What a player, what a man. Only him could score that goal to win the game. Kareem Benzema, man, everyone's just been sharing heaps of photos of Kareem and so on throughout the week. And one was like this photo of, I think it's like Ramos and Modric and stuff, like holding up the trophy or, celebrating hardcore. And you just see like Benzema in the background just sort of like not paying attention.
Like, it's cool.
He's just like, yeah, whatever. And then now it's just like he is now that guy, like right at the front. He's just been casually doing his hard work in the background and it's finally kind of paid off. Like,
dude, I don't think there's... I wish I'd prepared a speech. When people tell me that like Benzema is not world class or he's not not Real Madrid quality, it's like, okay, well, who has been at Real Madrid and gone while Benzema has been a Real Madrid player and worn the number 9 and been the starting striker? Higuain, Bale, Morata, Mariano Diaz, Luka Jovic, Cristiano Ronaldo. That should be all I need to say. Cristiano Ronaldo has been and gone and left since Benzema has been the best striker for the best team in the world while he was the best striker.
Yeah, definitely. Well, even when it was peak Ronaldo, like when it was Ronaldo and Bale, it was called the BBC.
Yeah. And they were broadcasting goals.
Yeah, definitely. Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo.
Cristiano. Yeah. BBR.
Yeah.
Maybe they should change that. Yeah.
You just get so much more excited about a BBC though, don't you?
Perhaps you do.
Nice. It's a good front three.
I don't know. What about the what was it, the NSM? Neymar, Suarez, Messi. Possibly the best front three ever?
No, BBC's better.
Well, there's that one. There's the BBC, and then there's, I suppose you'd have to say Liverpool's. Mane, Firmino, Salah.
Yeah, it's not that now. Like if 2 seasons ago, if our front three were all
maybe
fit,
not this season.
If those three were all fit, they all started, and they started together, and they tore shit.
Well, I almost see like last season was like the end of Liverpool. Like, just bear with me.
Okay.
I saw your face immediately. No, I just mean like you won the league finally. Like it was.
We didn't win that last season.
Did you not?
Right.
Who won last season?
Man City by a lot.
Oh no, you won the season before then, whatever, and then you won. Whatever.
You mean it's the start of a new cycle?
You'd won everything with that front three in their prime, and they were killers. So that's what I'm saying, like the best front threes.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough.
They're in. I'd say they're in a contender for the best front three ever.
We can go with one of the best front threes of the last 10 years.
Well, I mean, you can say that, but then you need to provide some example or something, because I've provided 3. So what's the best? So what's the best ever?
I don't know. Front three. I suppose front threes haven't been a huge thing until recently. So I suppose these 3 front threes that we've mentioned, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying that there's a better one. I'm saying that I've watched football for the last 15 years,
Yes.
and that's what I have to go on.
Okay. But so you just you don't choose.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying they all do different things.
Okay. Correct.
And I love them all.
Stunning.
I love them all. I love them all. Well, fine. Liverpool's the best one. Up all yours. Fuck you.
Yeah, but you're biased. Like.
Yeah. What do you want?
Baited.
Ashes is the Real Madrid one because he likes BBC. Yeah.
Actually, it's Son, Kane, and Son again.
All right. Well, let's fuck Real Madrid off.
Well, yeah. So of course, then Real Madrid will now play Manchester City in the next round.
And pretty uneventful sort of evening. Don't you think?
Only
Nothing happened.
Only basically like 80 minutes of football and then like 30 minutes of fighting. That was basically what I observed.
Yeah.
What a match. Atletico Madrid, Manchester City.
Felipe enjoyed it himself, didn't he?
Yeah, almost a bit too much. He seemed to really enjoy injuring Phil Foden, that's for sure.
Nice.
First he like cracked his head open and he was bleeding from his head on the pitch.
Unironically, not his fault.
Yeah, he sort of just dominated him in the air, I suppose. And
he probably meant it, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, he meant it. He went in every challenge like he meant it. That's every Atletico player did, man. It was Grub Fest 2022.
First rule of Fight Club.
First rule of Felipe Club. He means it.
Yeah. So, well. Many players probably should have been sent off in that game. So Felipe did. He got a yellow card somewhere in there when one of the many horrific challenges he did, and then the second was, of course, the kick on Foden, which
good God
then sparked almost a riot on the pitch because Phil Foden was like, "Oh, I'll just casually roll onto the pitch here and try to waste some time. You know, it's 80 minutes on the clock," and well, Stefan Savage doesn't really like this, and he sprints over just to roll him back off the pitch, and then can't, so ends up dragging him off the pitch, like by pulling his shirt, and then this causes a 20 versus 20 brawl between both teams.
I mean, it's just normal.
Yeah, just casual football. And then at some point in this as well, Stefan Savage does the square up when you square up to a guy like real close and they're facing you, like headbutt them. He does like that kind of thing.
Like the football tough guy thing. Yeah,
which is usually a straight red. And then also Grealish appears to give his input from the bench by yelling curse words at everybody. And so Stefan Savage goes up to him and like tugs on his...
What did you say? I don't understand you.
And so he pulls his ponytail or some shit. And yeah, just all this crazy stuff happens. But then he only gets a yellow card. That's crazy.
It's normal.
And then also like Llorente in that game too. He was just being a total grub as well. He got a yellow card and then shortly after shoved Nathan Acker basically into Edison as he's like diving on the ball. So Nathan Acker like almost kicks Edison in the face and has to like dive over him.
Yeah, just to not get kicked in the face himself.
Yeah. It was just, oh my god. And they just started all this shit. But it was a hell of an atmosphere, man. Simeone would start clapping and the whole stadium would clap with him. It was unreal.
I love that every country has shit like that. Every like, you can find a different football atmosphere in every sort of corner of Europe and indeed the world. And it's shit like that. It's like, we're going to make even as fans, it's like, we can't kick the ball, but we can metaphorically kick you. And Felipe will also kick you.
He'll kick the shit out of you, yeah. He was trying to be so sneaky.
Wasn't the challenge that he made on Foden like a fair one? And then
it was like a clean, hard challenge that probably already hurt.
And then he literally rolled over so he could karate kick him in the leg. He's like, I heard you are Phil of the future. Bang!
Yeah, they just completely lost their heads, man. And then there was, Simeone actually at one point was screaming in the face of Stefan Savage, like, sort your shit out, like, you kind of cost us the game, basically. And
Amazing.
yeah, and I honestly, Pep played a masterclass. Just, he defended, they only had 2 shots and only 1 on target the whole game, but they defended, just, they were there to do a job, and they did exactly that.
I think my favourite part was, is it Nathan Acker who does a big old push on Griezmann in the 105th minute or something like that?
Yeah, well, that's it. It was extra time of 9 minutes, but they probably played about 15 more minutes with all the time wasting and shit. Yeah.
It was the 13th minute of 9 added minutes. And Griezmann just probably deserved a penalty.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, there was a couple of little incidents like that. He just shoves Griezmann over and then the ball happens to get passed to him while he's on the ground. So he stands up and then like dribbles and takes a shot. So it's kind of weird.
Edison made a few saves.
Really good saves.
Oblak made a few saves.
He made the one
in
save.
particular.
That one. It was the only one. The only shot on target they had, and that was it. And it was a killer save. So it was like as close as it could be. And
yeah,
it was so close that the match carried on into the dressing room almost. So because they just start like fucking fighting down the tunnel. When I was watching it, they described it as Stefan Savage and Griezmann had another go in the tunnel, because they were even having a go last match, them two in particular. So they already hate each other, and so something kicked off there. And then we watched this footage just before of like some Atletico player like throwing shit at like the City
staff,
guys, and then they're all trying to get at each other, and then there's like 4 police officers run down in there and like have to break it all up. So I
like to think that Jack Grealish has learnt Serbian in the last week to swear.
He probably just learnt the right word, the words he wants to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be surprised unless it's some kind of sanction or something.
I think my favourite part was the City players celebrating on the pitch together, a big team huddle. And it's so... I know it's an aggregate game, so they won the game, but they drew the game.
Celebrating 0-0.
So they're literally celebrating in Atletico Stadium a 0-0 on the pitch.
Yeah.
Is that just to wind you up, though?
That's probably why shit was thrown.
It's all a wonder. It's all head. They're even playing mind games after the game was over.
After the game is won.
Yeah, for next time.
Yeah.
And actually, my favourite part too was then afterwards I watched the post match and they interviewed, and Pep Guardiola spoke, and they asked him about it. They were like, "Do you feel like that match went a little bit out of hand?" He just refused to talk. He just like, "I don't want to talk about football." He didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
And it was just like he did exactly the right thing, because it's like the more people that involve themselves in the drama, the more trouble they're going to get, because it's already escalated too far. So
I think I like that about Pep. I think it's an extremely good thing to do and say. I would not do that myself. I'd be like, "Did you see that? That was amazing." Yeah, Savage is a prick.
Who are you?
So Grealish called him a and I personally think he's correct.
yeah, I know. That's exactly the temperament they needed to win that game.
Yeah.
Well, that's the temperament that Atletico need to start on.
No, but they are
thrive off
trying
being
to be
cunts.
assholes. That's their whole
that
style.
doesn't win you a game, though, does it?
No.
Win you a league.
Well, you see, the thing is, normally it will unsettle opponents, but they can't unsettle City.
But they get to this point in the Champions League every year, and it doesn't work. They get this far because they're relatively, a good team. They actually have superstars in their team and have great footballers in that team. Yep. So they beat all the teams below them, but that attitude doesn't take you to that next level. The last time they were in a final,
it can, but it doesn't always.
I think you're actually right, because I said to Paddy that when you look at the first match they played against Man City, when they played a 5-5 low block, negative football, what they played in this game was what I would want to see from them every week. They played attacking version of their style, and it was awesome to watch. But they don't do that.
Yeah, like we were saying about the last round, the Bayern and Villarreal game was hard hitting and high tempo and aggressive football. But Atletico take that next step. If they just played that, if they brought it back a little bit and played that aggressive style without the
being an without shithousery.
Yeah, exactly. They would be, they would reach that next level. But they just, they guaranteed 3 red cards in the game.
They probably deserve 3 red cards. Yeah.
Pep Guardiola, no trust Simeone. Simeone asshole.
So that's just my.
I think you're spot on. I think you're spot on, Ash. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. So you mentioned a little game called Bayern Villarreal.
Yes.
Just there.
Yeah.
And they played again. Did anything happen there?
Well, it looks like Villarreal has eliminated another
huge
top team from a European country. So
yeah. Amazing. It is the European Champions League.
Yeah, there's the fucking torpedoed Bayern.
Oh.
The yellow submarine.
The yellow submarine unleashes the torpedo.
Yeah.
I thought that was going somewhere else. I was like, no cluster bombs here, please.
So, I thought that's hilarious. I'd go on, but I mean, I should be bitter because obviously they won the title of the Europa League Championship over United, but now that they're just taking out other people, it makes me feel not so bad.
Yeah, makes your team feel even smaller.
Well, if they're just putting down Juventus and now Bayern Munich, it's maybe not surprising they beat United. They seem to be a really well drilled team.
Yeah. Next up, Liverpool,
and Emery's record in Europe is undeniable, man. He is crazy, and we'll see what they do to Liverpool.
I'm nearly more worried about playing them than I would be of Bayern.
I agree. I think you know what you get from Bayern.
It poses a different. It's not that I'm more worried. It's just that you know what test Bayern poses. Bayern poses the test of the champions of Germany, the champion. They're not the European champions, but they have been inside 18 months, and they're just complete guns. They're so efficient and usually so completely ruthless. Aside from Thomas Muller.
He
missed.
And I agree. Like they've got nothing to lose when they play you guys because they're already getting this far and taking out those. Everyone thought they should have lost to Juventus, right? So they're already past that and they've just might as well keep going. And then also the fact that they're not the best team in Spain, I think that's almost an advantage because they're tested more than bigger teams in Spain. They come up against harder opponents often. They are prepared to play as the underdog, and that's why they're doing so well in this competition.
So I think obviously Liverpool will play a different style than Juve and Bayern. But I'm worried because Bayern certainly camp they'll camp in your half and they'll
high press.
They'll penetrate and then they'll come back and then they'll try again and then they'll switch it to the other wing and it's not extremely similar to Liverpool, but look, man.
Well, it's foundations and gegenpress. So there is some similarity.
Yeah, there's enough similarity where I'm worried. And of course you're worried when you go into
deep waters with Real.
Well, into deep waters with
the submarine.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You're deep in the Champions League, and you know who else is deep? A submarine. That's
the ultimate stealth team, man. They just they fly under the radar. Literally, fly under the radar. That's stupid. Swim under the radar. What does the submarine do again? Swim.
They're playing most of the game under the pitch. Yeah, when they score a header, the guy's head is only just above the grass.
So that even Lewandowski couldn't bailed them out of this one because he still scored, but
oh my goodness, the goal, Chukwueze.
Yeah.
I mean, the goal itself was good, but the fact that it was the 88th minute, and
so good. And it was like a weird shot. It had a lot of curl on it, and it was like quite.
Well, he kicked it into the ground.
Oh right, it was so weird. Yeah,
it was pretty much on the ground when it came to him, but he kicked it into the ground, and you see Neuer sort of going, like, what
stutter,
like what do I do?
Yeah,
and then and then it goes high and in. It's like crazy. Yeah, like what a goal, and the concentration and anticipation for that goal is immense.
Yeah.
They're a team. They are not a team they've just exactly demonstrated they're not a team that's going to give up after 90 minutes either. So
no,
well, after 180 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
they should have played Atletico.
Yeah. So killer match. Like.
Yeah, killer tie.
And okay, so I found this quite funny too. So afterwards, their captain Parejo, who used to play, he was captain for Valencia for a long time, but then he moved to Villarreal, and he's been like really solid as their part of the kind of core of their team, I guess. And he pretty much just roasted Julian Nagelsmann for like the whole thing, because what happened was when the draw was first drawn, Bayern drew Villarreal, and Nagelsmann was kind of like, oh sweet, we got an easy one, like and which is funny after they just beat Juventus too. Like he's like, oh sweet, no worries, and he's like, we can probably wrap this one up in one leg. That was the quote he said.
Yeah.
And then so after that they go on to lose the first leg and then draw
at home.
Yeah, and then draw at home. Can't even beat them at home. So it's. And then basically Paddy was like, you're a victim of your own arrogance here. And he's like, I expected like a team as successful as Bayern to actually be humble. Maybe then you would have won. And it's just like, destroyed.
Yeah, man. So they march on. They swim on.
Yeah.
It's
like mentality 20. That's the that's the team, man.
That's the thing. Liverpool can out-mental any team, and if we're going to play a team like this, can we out-mental them? Like that might be more difficult than Norwich.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Norwich.
You just tried to pick another yellow team there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Villarreal would never get relegated from the Premier League. All right. Had enough of them?
Yeah, we must talk about your match.
Liverpool!
So, yeah, Liverpool played Benfica for the second time.
Good Lord. Aggregate 6-4.
Wild.
Yeah, that's a lot of goals.
Yeah.
10. So yeah,
where'd you can count
10?
Yeah, great.
10 goals. And
quick math.
Half of that is 5, and the man who wears number 5 is Kanate.
This is so bad.
Oh, I love it. No, that was smooth. That was a smooth transition.
So I don't know what you're on about. So Kanate scored his first Liverpool goal last week in pretty much the same exact spot, in the same exact way, in roughly the same minute. I'm not. I think Robertson did it last week, but Simicast provided the cross this time.
Oh, right.
So the exact same position of player provided it. He wishes he could play Benfica every week.
Yeah. Well, he managed to jump over 4 defenders.
There was like a square of them, all hugging him.
And yeah, he just managed to jump above all of it and scores first and second goals against Benfica.
Yeah, Benfica's. Yeah, well, what a man. I mean, we made a lot of changes for this game. I think just Alisson, Henderson, Method were the guys who played or started in the Man City game. Pardon me. Obviously, bit shit to concede 3 goals, but the quality of the goals of ours as well.
Yeah,
but
obscene.
Darwin Núñez, that fella's got. He's not going to be a Benfica player next season.
Yeah, I know. He's just scoring crazy goals. The goal he did actually score was amazing, and then
the goal he didn't score.
Yeah,
the goal he got ruled out.
That was so good. Holy shit!
The guy's insane.
Yeah, 100%. Darwin Núñez, real deal.
Well, how old is he? Is he like early 20s?
Yeah, I think he's not like 18 or anything. He's like maybe 22, 23, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so that's in my opinion, that's like ready to move.
Yeah, totally.
When you start bossing not that Portugal's a lower league, but when you start bossing a league like Portugal, you can move. You can go up. And if you get promoted from the Portuguese league, I don't know where you go, but he can.
Well, I mean, he can score goals against Liverpool, so I'm sure there's a Premier
So
League
let's
team
sign him.
that wants him. Yeah.
He
can sign the one guy that can actually score against you.
Yeah, he can't score against us if we sign him. So if Salah or Mane leave this summer or next summer, easily would take him.
Yeah, dude. Someone's going to get him. He's going to get snapped up. I think. I think Arsenal have been looking, and United have too. So.
Yeah, well, that's.
I can see why. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you can definitely see why.
Yes, 3. The second league ends up being 3-3, and because I told you earlier, I was like, oh, it's already 3-1. I watched the other one.
Yeah.
And then that game was 3-3, like thriller, far out.
Yeah, more goals. Just. I wasn't sure that it would even win. I thought it might end up being a draw. And I knew it wouldn't be a walk because the first one wasn't a walk. We could have drawn the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
They probably had a penalty in the first one that didn't get given. And look, man,
yeah, I think
you play Champions League ties like that, and you get out of them, and you say, "Thank fuck, let's go again."
Yeah,
and we set up another European semi-final with Villarreal. Remember that the Europa League final we made when Klopp just started? I think it was Klopp's first season. We played Villarreal on the way to that final. And we required a 90-something minute Dejan Lovren header to win that game.
Oh, right.
That would be a bit weird this time, given that he doesn't play for us. But I'd definitely take a Kanate, his third goal.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say on the Champions League? We've got so that leaves Liverpool to play
Villarreal
and then
Manchester City and Real Madrid.
So it could actually be a Liverpool City final as well. Like we talked about this not that long ago. Like you play them in the final of like everything.
Well, what did they do? In the League Cup, they got knocked out by West Ham. They're still obviously leading the Premier League. They're still in the Champions League, and we play them this weekend in the FA Cup. Yeah. Our next game is again against Man City.
Crazy. So. Yeah, that's just weird and messy, but yeah. Actually, it'd be fun. I would love to see personally. I would love to see the battle of the Reals.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, a Man United fan wants Liverpool and City to lose. Oh,
yeah, that'd be great. Personally, that's what I'd like to see.
Well, shall we talk?
Oh, so yeah. Sorry, I just want to say it says here, I just want to say I feel like Benfica's like coach must be real onto it, but I've looked it up now, and the Nelson Verismo, his name is, but it actually says that he's an interim coach, so I don't know, who needs a manager?
Yeah.
Not
you. Yeah, you guys do.
But all right, let's move on to the Premier League.
Apparently there was a big game this weekend or something.
Yes. Oh yeah, sure. We've had the title contender.
No, I mean Norwich Burnley.
Yeah. Yeah. Relegation. Who wants
Who wants to be a championship team?
So you want to be a loser?
Yeah. Yes, you do. Yeah. So the Premier League final happened.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl happened.
Superfoot.
Yeah, the Super Football Bowl. Yeah. Well, we obviously it was billed as a huge game, and as far as I can remember, that's probably one of the best games of the season. Gets off to an absolute flyer. Couple goals within 15 minutes. But moment of the game, without a doubt, from an objective point of view, Edison passing the ball off his own line.
The ball's on that man.
The man is made of ice. Ashley, did you see it?
Yes. Don't like.
Don't like?
Don't like.
No, you're wrong.
Don't like.
Yeah, only because you can't do it.
Hump it.
Only because you can't
Just
do
hump it. I can't do shit.
If you humped it, it would have gone backwards.
Oh man, I would feel uneasy. If I was Pep, I'd be like, "Can you just not?" I know it didn't go in. Can you just not?
It really makes me feel uncomfortable.
Listen, dog, I liked it better when you were clowning on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, exactly.
The man has ice in his veins.
Either that or stupidity in his head,
or drugs, or he
literally ice.
Yeah.
No, it's still that Mane head kick. It's effective.
No, he was like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, although he
I mean, he looks like a guy who's probably been kicked in the face a few times.
Doesn't he wear braces?
I don't know. He just looks like a tough guy. You know?
Does he?
Well, I don't know.
Because he's got
a scrapper.
Because he's got tats. He looks like a gangster.
No, but do you not think he looks like kind of a scrappy dude who fucking...
Scrappy Doo? No, he looks nothing like Scrappy Doo.
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, in that case... Okay, if he's Scrappy Doo, then who's Shaggy?
Can't put us on the spot like this.
Antonio Conte.
I see someone fucking blaze all the time.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Nathan Acker.
Trent,
Acker.
Trent is high all the time.
Trent looks baked.
Yeah,
He bloody defended like he was baked for that Gabriel Jesus goal. Look, man, what a fucking finish. That he chipped. So not only did he time his run perfectly, evaded his defender, who wasn't doing his job, admittedly, but chipped the best keeper in the league off the underside of the bar and ran off to celebrate like a fucking madman.
Yeah.
Gabby Jesus, bro. For a team without a striker, City strikers do pretty well.
Well, to be honest though, I would say that from Pep's perspective, that was a bad result.
100%.
A bad result?
Yeah.
No.
They had the chance to actually put the distance on you guys and have a little bit of comfort and relax, but they didn't. They should have won that game.
Do I think that
it's a must-win for both, eh?
No, it's not a must-win. It isn't.
I mean, even more so because they're at home, and their record at home is amazing. So that they should have won it. They really should have.
Look, I agree. On the balance of the game as well, I think City played well enough to win, and I don't think we did.
See, and you know what might have taken them over the edge? Having a striker.
Well, no, having a striker who they play in the striker position. Because they have a striker and he just plays right wing.
I get. He's a right winger now. I don't know. He couldn't score for ages, and now he just scores really important goals from right wing.
Yeah, it's true. Look, City are incredible, and to get a point at their home is.
Yeah. For you guys. Yeah.
I'm stoked. And also, I quite like to be in the chasing position. Maybe that says something about me. I'm still talking about football, by the way.
I do get that. I do get what you mean, because it's City's mistake to make kind of thing.
I understand that, but this close to the end of the season, is that still the position you want to be in? I fully agree with that statement. But
with 7 games to go, you think it gets
so
less and
tight.
less likely that City are going to make a mistake.
Exactly. That's what the make or break game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was what it was built as.
Well,
and is that because the time frame between now and the end of the season is so tight? And I personally don't see City dropping points from here on out. Honestly, I can't see them dropping a game at all.
Well, that was their hardest match. That's left, right?
Dream scenario.
They lose next week.
No, they lose. They lose every game. Yeah. So no, dream scenario is we go into the last day of the season and we've both won every single game. They play Aston Villa. Stevie G subs himself on
and slips over
and screams a free kick in. Tears off his Villa shirt and there's a Liverpool shirt underneath.
If he could do that, do you not think Wayne Rooney would be doing the same thing right now for Derby?
Yeah, but he can't. He can't do it.
No, they had to stop him from training because he was injuring too many players, right?
No, they were just soft.
Yeah. He's had too many pies and too many pints. Whereas Stevie G looks in great physical nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for City, I think it's 2 points dropped. The game was quite balanced, and on another day we might have nicked it. De Bruyne's goal, both of City's goals hit the post and go in. De Bruyne's goal deflects and then goes off the post and in. On another day, Raheem Sterling is half a yard backwards. He's onside, and that goal counts. On another day, I could name about 10 things from the game.
But yeah, it had to be a draw, didn't it? To keep the suspense going, to keep the show going.
The season's been written, bro.
Yeah, like it's scripted. It's totally scripted, and you. I mean, you predicted it. You were saying draw the whole time. So and it seemed
so up yours.
So too.
So we lose.
So it's a loss in my book if you didn't beat.
If you didn't win,
it's a loss. What's the point of playing if you don't win? Yeah. No, but like,
that's what Ronaldo thought this weekend.
The only winner there was the phone. No, but I find it so hard for Liverpool from here on out to pull them back in.
We'll have to.
Well. The thing is, you have to win every single game from here on out, and they have to drop points. And
who have City dropped points against this season? Crystal Palace twice, Southampton twice, Spurs
twice.
Yeah, teams worse than them.
Yeah, but they drop points to you, and you're worse than them.
Yeah, but when you're the best team, everyone's worse than you.
Well, okay, fine. Teams, fine.
Teams, they haven't played Villarreal yet.
Teams comfortably.
Oh yeah, you forgot to say Liverpool.
Oh. Yeah, but
drop points to them, bro.
Liverpool,
dogged.
Liverpool twice. That's right.
Yeah.
G.
Yeah, look. Occasionally, Spurs seem to kind of have City's number.
Yeah, and yeah,
yeah.
It's because every team goes in thinking like, it's Spurs.
And they do say it in that tone.
Yeah.
We to quote the great man Tim Sherwood, he said, they might not be Spursy no more. Spurs aren't Spursy anymore. No.
Spurs are still Spursy.
Well, we'll wait and see.
Top four's ours, boys.
Could be.
100%.
And they took a huge step towards securing that this weekend, didn't they?
They did.
Your favourite front three, Son and Kane, linked up. Talk us through it, big man.
We all know Son's
one of the best players in the league.
Neck level footballer.
Yeah.
Dude, how can you play that well whilst smiling the whole time? It's just unreal.
I'd be smiling if I could do the things he does.
He is lightning quick. Kid is lightning.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Made of lightning.
The assist from Harry Kane to put him through, like the header on halfway, where you watch it and Kane looks, like the ball's coming towards him mid-air, and he looks over, sees Son, looks back at the ball, and then flicks it. It's just like, how do you have time when the ball's in the air to like look across, see your player, then flick it on? And he's, as soon as he flicked it on, Son was...
Imagine if they had 9
Off to the
other
races.
good players.
Yeah, well, that's...
Hey, they have Kulusevski.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
His production rate is the best for a 21-year-old in all top like the top
Tuesday,
5 leagues.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I know he is
Sweden.
Name down.
he's literally the best under 21s player in the world right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name me a better one.
Uh,
Exactly. So
Joe Cole.
Yeah, I don't know. Good
next
question.
big thing. Yeah. So there is.
I'm with you. Son's so good that he didn't even need to do his Korean military training. They were like, he's already so thoroughly drilled.
He did it anyway though.
What?
He did it anyway.
No, he did some of it, and then was excused for
Then
the
it was
rest
excused,
of it.
but
I just bring this up because I just found out that like those Korean boy bands and stuff that are real popular now.
Yeah.
Like one of them, they've just all been told that they have to do it. But like they're all like women, but it's like 5 chicks in this band basically. They all dress like they're like super feminine dudes.
Yeah,
and then it's like now they're all going to go do military service and like
your point is
no, it's just funny.
Well,
Like, and-
okay, how about instead of the military service, Son goes and sings for them?
But also like
nice.
Son is that good that he's better than the richest K-pop band ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and K-pop's like a big deal there too. So it's
Yeah. So yeah, we smashed somebody. Oh, Villa. That's right.
Villa, yeah. Stevie G's Villa.
Yeah, some shit team. And yeah, we go on. So yeah, Conte ball looks good.
yeah.
When it's finally starting to gel for them, and if you can keep Kulusevski and you can keep...
If you can keep Conte.
I think we have already started the talks to sign him in the
What
summer.
about Bentancur?
Bentancur's permanent anyway.
Oh, well, up mine with the rusty one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Kulusevski.
it was something like he was 18-month loan with a 35 option to buy.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to just try and scrap that whole deal and just buy him straight away and just go, we'll pay whatever you want this summer and take him.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just going to go in and go, Juve, here's our money, take it. See you later.
Might as
Worth
well.
it.
Which, again, is not a Spursy move.
It's not.
So-
Spurs would
so-
normally let that loan run
that
out.
18-month and then go, no,
and
it's
then
too
go,
expensive.
35.
Don't trust him. Don't trust him. He scored 20 goals. Don't trust him.
Yeah. Well, if you can pick him up for a good price, then might as well.
I think it's about 35 mil. And
Anyway,
it'll be signed. Even if it's 40 mil, it'll be done.
Yeah.
There's no way you can let that go.
They're not going to
He's
double
good,
it
but-
just because it's
Yeah.
12 months early.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I hope, the biggest thing I think has to be if you guys can keep contact because
Keep Kane.
if you don't give him players, if you don't spend money and do all that kind of stuff, he will just leave. I think.
Yeah.
So you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you say, it looks like they are actually trying to do something for a change.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our game. We look good. Dyer's the best centre back in the league too. Just
No, Dyer is a League
next.
2 centre back.
yeah, and the best in that league.
Can you take this podcast seriously, please?
Look, Dyer by name, Dyer by nature, bro.
Yeah.
He is not. He's not even the best centre back in Spurs. Yep, that's enough.
Name a better one.
Christian Romero,
Oh, yuck.
Davidson Sanchez,
No. David.
Ben Davies. Ben Davies.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, Big Davo.
Right.
Well, okay, we've gotten to this point, so let's talk about Ronaldo smashing a phone, eh?
Yeah. So.
Let's talk about Everton smashing Ronaldo.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
Can you take this
I
seriously,
saw the
please?
phone smash. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's an Everton fan. What do I care?
Yeah, what?
Well, no, I don't know. We need to figure out what actually happened for real, because I thought it was a Man U fan, but you're saying it's the Everton fan.
Yeah,
Because
I thought it was an Everton fan.
if he smashes the Everton fans fun, then fuck yeah, awesome. That's
No.
hilarious.
The worst part about it for me is that he contacted the fan. He was, or like, he put it on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. He was like, I'd like to extend an invitation to this supporter.
Who can't check this on his phone?
Yeah. yeah, he'll be using his mum's phone to look at Twitter.
If you don't tweet me back in this,
and he lives in Liverpool, and supports another club.
And invite him for a home game.
A home game in Manchester for a team he doesn't support, for a bloke who just broke his phone.
See, that's why I thought it was surely a Man U player, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense. But like, yeah, I'll have to settle this.
Right, Gage is on
Wouldn't it
on
be,
the Google.
Wouldn't it be great if he just broke Maguire's phone? Just walk up and just throw his phone on the ground.
Well,
Ronaldo is Messi's douche. Oh, it's a great headline. He's done, eh?
no.
Would he be in your front three?
Not going to be in United's next season.
Might be at Everton's, that's why he's so pissy.
Yeah, only if they go down though.
League 2 centre half.
Yeah, he'd be Spurs' best defender. Good in the air.
Oh,
He'd still want the number 7 though.
so bad.
It honestly doesn't say. I really can't find it.
I know. I feel like you're probably unlikely to find it in an article about the break.
The phone smashed in 3 places.
Oh yeah, this is saying 14-year-old Everton fan.
Oh yeah, he looks like a dude.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. 14-year-old Everton supporters hits the phone to the ground. Yeah.
So I mean,
Gives
even
him
if
a
it's
high five.
Even if it's a Man U phone, a Man U fan. Sorry, not a Man U phone.
Yeah.
No. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, sure.
If I'm
rule bad. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what a dick. I agree.
No. I would want the retribution to be okay. Well, first of all, you're going to buy me a new phone. You'd be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And I'll accept the invitation to watch a Manchester United. I go, okay, thank you very much. And I want to stand in front of you and slap your phone to the ground as well.
I want your phone.
I bet Ronaldo doesn't have one.
I bet he's got like a diamond encrusted one.
He would probably be the kind of guy that would like pay someone to have just to carry his phone, like his phone guy.
Yeah.
But he's also to do that for my dong.
You've got a wife.
Carry this for me, dude.
Yeah. He's got someone behind him on his left to carry his phone. He's got someone on his right to carry his charger.
Just in case. Yeah.
Like,
so
excuse me, you two. You need to link up.
Pretty dismal to lose to a
Lose
team
your
that
phone,
was
yeah.
1 point out of the relegation zone, basically. Like to be the one that stopped Everton getting relegated hurts even more.
Yeah, honestly, that's the worst thing United have done all season.
Yeah.
I
suppose. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. I suppose it's like the worst thing ever for you, right? Like, or just the prospect of those two teams is just.
Well,
it's like flipping the coin and it just blows up in your face like a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, like a submarine torpedo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's shit, man. Come on, we should have put Everton the fuck down, and it's really bad form because our next match is Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
literally. So, and next match is going to be this red derby or whatever, and that's not ideal. We needed to. Yeah, I hope we were saving our energy. Yeah. Just for this match.
Okay, do you think that United are still in a shot for 4th?
I know it's possible, but I doubt it.
Okay.
Honestly, it's going to be...
Currently...
I won't lie. I'm at the stage where I'm like... I'm like hoping we make Europa League. And that feels fucked. Oh, it's because the Conference League...
Clip that.
I know, it's fucked. Well, that's how demoralising...
You just don't want Conference League.
Yeah, I don't
So
want
if you're going to drop that
League.
far, you just drop the whole way out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. But I don't want that either. But we need to be in Europe. If we're not in Europe, we've got to make Europa League. If we don't make that, that's fucked.
Okay. So, shall we wrap up with predictions?
Oh, I suppose. Well, we should say that you said it. You said it's almost confirmed, right? Ten Hag has been.
Yes. Okay. That's a good one.
Is that actually?
It's been verbally agreed, but it's not. We haven't seen him wearing the jacket, leaning against the training ground.
Well,
I haven't seen the kid in a shirt.
All but done. Verbal agreement.
All but done.
And he'll sign.
Just waiting on a phone call from an Everton fan.
It's not coming, bro.
Yeah. So okay. It looks like it's pretty much relatively done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well.
Okay. He'll be Man United coach next season. Is basically what we're hearing. And obviously Ajax still have a league to finish and a Dutch Cup to play in. So he'll do that, and then he'll probably sign
his piece.
Flop on over. Yeah.
Sign the week after.
If anything, he might even come out the week before the last week of the last game, and say this will be my last game. It's very Dutch to just do your business.
Very Dutch.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
But predictions.
Who finishes fourth?
Us. Oh no, Chelsea finished fourth. We finished third. Real talk.
Shit.
Real talk.
That's bold.
Okay, Gage.
I'm feeling Arsenal.
Okay,
I'll go Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth.
I will say Spurs. Who wins the league?
City.
Man City.
Man City.
Oh, you got to believe, bro.
I believe, but I don't.
It's not going to be a cool podcast when we all agree.
Liverpool.
Go, yeah.
Okay, so do you think you'll beat United this weekend?
Yes.
Well, I hope
we don't play them on the weekend. We play them in the next midweek, but yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if Liverpool or City winning is shit either way. So it's kind of, do we want? I don't know what. There's no good thing to happen either.
Okay, FA Cup.
City.
Well, there's another round after this, though, right?
But this is the semi-final.
Yeah, who's in the other league?
Crystal Palace and Chelsea.
Crystal Palace, bro. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Liverpool.
So I just have a word on the United Liverpool game. Liverpool will win.
Yes.
Now I've got a quick math for you.
Okay.
Kenyatte wears 5.
Yeah.
Ronaldo hates 5G. Liverpool win.
Yeah.
Quick math.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get. Yeah, sorry. It took me a minute. I thought you were trying to say he was like some COVID conspiracy theorist or something. But no, you mean he literally slapped the 5G phone to the ground.
Yeah.
It's got to work.
It's a telecommunication pump. It's not good.
No.
Well, look, even if we can get a draw, I'd be happy with that. But look, if this is a big match, I need to see some tears. I want to see emotions.
You will.
Yeah, but like...
From your own eyes.
I want them to score with tears in their eyes.
What? Own goals?
No.
Well... Yeah, that's my dream. We win 1-0. Ronaldo own goal. Much like the own goal he scored off the pitch this week.
Yeah. Well, right. Like, I said Everton fan.
Can't break down defences, but can break phones.
Yeah. You got any more?
No, not really. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. Have you got any more?
The 5G one was good, but hey.
It was okay.
Was there anything else? I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning. Might as well wrap it there. There's Europa League tomorrow. I have no idea what's happening. So
why not? You're in it.
Right. No, we're not. We're not even in that.
Yeah, but you will be.
West Ham.
I think the only good one that's in it is is West Ham still in it? And
West Ham.
I know Leicester
and
in
Leicester.
it too. So go on Leicester. I'd like to see Leicester do well in the tournament. Roma, Mourinho watches still.
And Moyes boys. Roma's in the Conference League.
Oh, Conference League, sorry. Yeah, see, I just completely
Yeah,
forgot about
Roma Conference League, West Ham for Europa.
Yeah, come on, boys.
Boys.
All right, well, we'll catch you next time. Like and subscribe, the Football Friends podcast. Tell your friends, because they'll be great.
Because who the fuck else do you know?
Tell your friends, tell your mum, tell your friend's mum.
Yeah. All right, peace.
Peace in the Middle East.